combating interruptions, fighting distractions, and blocking disruptions. It kind of sounds like we're entering a war zone. And in some ways we are, at least some days. Every single day we are faced with taps on the shoulder, notifications, and thoughts that infiltrate our minds when we least expect them. And yet we still have to get everything done. In episode 31, we talked about 5 creative refocusing techniques you can use right at your desk to help you find your focus after an interruption. And I promised you a follow-up with some additional techniques. So today we're going to walk through 5 different refocusing techniques that are specifically movement-based. Things you can do that don't take you away from your desk, but that'll help you settle back down, refocus, and create the space to get the task in front of you completed in a timely manner. Hello and welcome back to your Productivity Pulse with me, Michelle Ocherek-Deo, productivity coach and corporate wellness strategist, working with solo entrepreneurs and small business owners for over 3 decades, creating sustainable problem-solving paths to help improve productivity and enrich people's lives. My goal is to help each of you step into your own productivity journey with a new perspective, a way to reimagine what you can do and how it can enhance your productivity, reduce your stress, and ignite daily sparks of joy. All right, let's get into it. So picture this. You're deep into a project at your desk and someone asks you to help them find a document. So you get up and follow them into the file room. It's a kind gesture, and honestly, we'd want the same help if the roles were reversed, right? But what if you don't want to get up? What if you're tired of all the interruptions? Don't worry, I'm saving that conversation for an upcoming bonus episode. But for today, we're looking at more ways to reduce the impact of interruptions that do occur by using a series of movement-based refocusing techniques you can do at your desk with the intention of improving your overall productivity and self-efficacy. So, what can we actually do to help our brain come back into focus? We're going to start simple and dive straight in. Number 1, foot roller reset. Yeah, you're like, Michelle, what is that? Right? I'm suggesting that you keep a small roller ball or a tennis ball or maybe even a hockey ball or a foot roller under your desk. If you're at the office, no one even has to know it's there. And if you're working from home, even better. When you notice your focus slipping, place one foot on the ball and slowly roll it back and forth. Switch feet after 30 to 60 seconds or continue for a couple of minutes if you have the time. Now, I'm not a reflexologist, but I think most of us can agree that our feet are often a place where we carry a lot of tension. Think about the last time someone gave you a foot massage or you enjoyed a spa day. We can't exactly pull out a foot spa in the middle of a Tuesday afternoon, but a simple roller under your desk is a pretty good substitute. Why does it help? Gentle pressure and movement stimulate the muscles and soft tissue of the feet while providing calming sensory input. The repetitive rolling motion can help release physical tension, improve circulation, and give restless energy somewhere to go, all without interrupting your workflow. Wouldn't that be nice? It's a subtle way to reset both your body and your attention before diving into your next focused task. I have to add a caveat right now. So while recording this, I had to stop and look up the idea of foot spas because I was wondering, well, what actually could fit under my desk? That led me down the greatest path ever where I found a series of collapsible foot spas. I know, it sounds kind of crazy, right? But I was so excited. They have heaters and they have rollers in them. There's so many cool things. And they actually fit right under your desk. I ran out of my office asking my husband to order me one immediately. And then I paused and started to laugh at myself, realizing that I was doing the exact thing that I'm talking about today. Interruptions, distractions, and disruptions. So I put a hold on the ordering of the foot spa and came back and pushed record again. And as I needed to refocus to keep working on the podcast, I decided to pick one of my techniques I am talking about today. And actually, I am doing it right now in real time. I'm doing the second technique at this very moment. And you ask, what is the second technique? It's facial scrunches and release. So what I'm doing right now is I'm scrunching my whole face up. I know you can't see me. And then I'm widening my mouth. And then I'm squeezing my eyes shut and wrinkling my nose, and I'm holding it for a second. There you go. Don't forget to breathe. Then release everything completely. Now, if you were going to be doing this at your desk, you'd repeat it several times. I'm not going to repeat all of that because you can't see me. You can only hear me making all these kind of sounds. So I'm just going to move forward onto the next part, which is allowing the muscles in my face to tighten and then soften on each cycle. Now, when you're finished, close your eyes for a few seconds, which I'm doing right now. Well, no, because I'm... Okay, so yes, I am closing my eyes for a few seconds. You're not trying to meditate or drift off to sleep. You're just asking your brain to take a brief pause and quietly think of one word. Focus. Then open your eyes and return to your task. So why does this one help? We often carry tension in our jaw, forehead, and around our eyes without even realizing it. Intentionally tightening and releasing those muscles helps to reduce the physical tension while giving your brain a brief mental reset. Pairing the movement with the single focus word creates a simple cue that signals it's time to re-engage with the task at hand. In less than 1 minute, you've interrupted distraction and intentionally redirected your attention back to what matters. And I'm also refocused and on track. Number 3, paper fan fold. Now grab a piece of paper from your desk and fold yourself a simple paper fan. Just accordion it back and forth, fold and flip and fold and flip. Don't worry about making it perfect. Let your hands settle into the repetitive rhythm. And in less than a minute, you'll have a little fan sitting on your desk that you can actually use. And if you want to get extra creative, you can draw on the paper before you start folding. Why does this one help? Repetitive hand movements can help calm a busy mind by giving your hands a simple, predictable task. As your focus shifts from racing thoughts to the rhythm of folding, your nervous system has an opportunity to settle. It's a quick, screen-free reset that makes it easier to return your attention to the work in front of you. Now, number 4. I really like this one, actually. It's the pencil roll. Pick up a pencil or a pen from your desk and place it between your palms. Let's see. I'm going to grab one from my cup. All right. So slowly roll it back and forth, letting your hands settle into a smooth, repetitive rhythm. Continue for 30 to 60 seconds, focusing on the sensation of the pencil moving between your hands. If your thoughts begin to wander, simply bring your attention back to the movement. And why does this one help? Repetitive movements provide calming sensory input that can help quiet mental chatter and interrupt distractions. Giving your hands a simple, purposeful task allows your brain to briefly step away from competing thoughts, making it easier to refocus on the work in front of you. It's another quick, screen-free reset that takes less than a minute, but can make a noticeable difference in your concentration. Okay, we're now on to number 5, and it's called the cross crawl tap. Sit comfortably with both feet on the floor. Lift your right hand and tap your left knee, then switch and tap your right knee with your left hand. Honestly, it's not that difficult. Continue alternating side to side in a slow, steady rhythm for 30 to 60 seconds. Keep your movements relaxed and coordinated rather than fast. And yes, I'm doing this as I'm talking, just to show you that yes, I do like to try all the things that I ask you to do. Why does it help? Crossing the body's midline engages both sides of the brain while combining movement with attention. This simple pattern can help interrupt mental fatigue, increase alertness, and improve concentration. By reconnecting your body and mind through coordinated movement, you create a natural transition back into focused work. So, whatever that pause looks like for you, Whether it's the foot roller, the facial scrunch, the paper folding, or any of the creative refocusing techniques we spoke about in episode 31, the point is that you're choosing it on purpose instead of just gritting your teeth and hoping your focus returns. As you can see, there are a handful of things we can do that take barely any time at all, yet create the space to refocus. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to drop right back into the same exact depth of thought you were in before the interruption. Sometimes you will and sometimes you won't. But these techniques can release the tension of being pulled away and help build the stepping stones back towards increased productivity. This also connects to something we talked about in episode 29 when we discussed self-efficacy and how breaking a project down into workable tasks and microtasks can increase your confidence in the work you're doing while also improving the overall outcome of the goal. What I'm finding as an added benefit of task and microtask management is that if you're interrupted regularly, it's much easier to find your way back into a state of focus when those detailed tasks and microtasks have already been determined. Because once you've completed your movement or creative-based refocusing techniques and you're ready to get back to work, your brain can more easily step into one small piece of the project instead of feeling overwhelmed by the whole thing. Your intention is simply to pick up the next small piece. And if you know exactly which task or even which part of the task you were working on before you stopped, it becomes much easier to get back into your work. Now pair that kind of preparation with these refocusing techniques, and what you get isn't just a faster recovery from interruptions, it's increased productivity that compounds throughout your day. So that's it. 5 simple movement-based refocusing techniques to add to the creative-based refocusing strategies we explored in episode 31. Together, they give you a growing collection of tools to help reset your focus and find your way back to meaningful work. Along with task and microtask management, they can make it easier to recover from interruptions and improve your overall productivity. A roller under the desk, a facial scrunch, a paper fan fold, a pencil roll in your hand. Try them out. See what works for you or create your own. The goal is to reestablish your focus and improve your productivity when interruptions happen. And that brings us back to something I mentioned earlier. Refocusing after an interruption is only half of our conversation. The other half is learning how to reset respectful limits before the interruption even happens, so we're not relying on recovery techniques quite so often. That's exactly what we're going to dig into in an upcoming bonus episode. I had so much fun putting this episode together, and I'd love to hear about the refocusing techniques you're using from your own time tool belt. Come find me at bit.ly/YPP newsletter. You can also find the link in the show notes. Thank you for spending these minutes with me today. And remember, you have the capacity every single day to make a difference in how you use your minutes. Let's make them matter. Until next time, keep listening to your pulse.